The communications subsystem could be considered to be the voice and ears of the CubeSat. The subsystem is responsible for the transmission of data, such as pictures and test results from the CubeSat to the ground station. It is also responsible for the reception of commands from mission control. The communications subsystem is extremely important since it acts as a translator between mission control and the other CubeSat subsystems, such as command and data handling. There are two main parts of the communications subsystem, the radio and the packet modem. The radio we have chosen is the Microhard Systems NL400, which is responsible for the conversion of the data stream from CDH to radio waves that will be received by the ground station, as well as the conversion of data received from mission control back into the form usable by CDH. The CPLD that was chosen for the packet modem is the Mach XO2 7000 from Lattice Semiconductors. This chip will be responsible for the encoding and decoding of packets following the AX25 protocol.
It's for you.
All right, I guess I gotta finish this. So far, a large amount of the work has been put into the packet modem. The two main components of the code that will eventually be programmed onto the chip are functional. These parts are known as the packetizer, responsible for encoding the raw data into packets, and the depacketizer, responsible for decoding the packets back into their original form. There are still several tasks to be accomplished before the satellite can be assembled, however. These include adding additional functionality to the packetizer, such as the ability to decode and execute low-level commands that directly affect the hardware's operation, and a testing completed packet modem. After this is finished, the packet modem must be transferred to hardware and further testing must be performed. Once the packet modem is complete and all hardware has been tested, it must be integrated with the radio to complete the communication subsystem and tested once more. At this point, if the communication subsystem has passed all tests, it may be integrated with the other subsystems in a flat sat layout for the satellite testing as a cohesive unit. Well, looks like Russ is coming back.
Sorry about that. Okay, where was I? What did you go over again?
I have no idea.
Well, okay,
Wait, I think it was
so.
something about the communication system.
Oh yeah, okay, it was about the communication system. Yeah, I remember now. Okay, so what do we need to know for next year? What did we learn this year, actually? So, we learned a lot, yeah. I learned a lot about the software, really, the Lattice Diamond software. That's what we use to program the packet modem in VHDL. This was a very complicated piece of software to use. I didn't realize that going in, but it would have been nice to know, and it would be good for future teams to know. Good thing you guys are engineers, you'll definitely be smart enough to figure it out. In addition, me and Mark will be here next year to aid you in that process.
Be at least here the next semester, possibly longer. All right, so something you might need to know, or you have to be willing to learn, is VHDL. That's the programming language we're using to code it in, and it's something you'll have to get familiar with, or at least be willing to get familiar with. Now we have some other commands that we still have to write in the VHDL that we haven't quite written yet, such as reset commands and other bypasses for the CDH board. Now, one thing you hear all this mentioning about coding and stuff, but what's the point? Well, we use this antenna to actually transmit the data back and forth through to the ground station. So we can actually have the CubeSat talk to and from, talk and listen to the ground station. Anything you want to add?
Well, I'd just like to say that even though this piece is relatively small and might seem insignificant, it is quite possibly the most important piece of the communication subsystem, because without an antenna, all the work we've done is for nothing, because no transmissions can be sent and no transmissions can be received. So, as a final thought, I'd just like to say it's important to keep in mind that no matter how insignificant a piece of the subsystem may be, it is important to the overall operating of the subsystem and the overall operation of the satellite as a whole. Thank you.